You're probably wondering how to complete your observation activity report. You have done your interview with your first child at model school, either a 4 to 6-year-old child or a 7 to 11-year-old child. I'm emailing you a copy of an excellent example done by a student last year who gave me permission to show you her work, along with the observation activity report grading rubric. This audio will explain what I'm looking for. So the headings, if you look on the student's example, you should say occupations across a lifespan. It should have your name and either 4 to 6 years or 7 to 11 years. And then give me a beginning sentence, the child's initial, what school you attended, which would be model school, the date you observed, and the time. Also, the exact age of the child. You need 4 headings. The assignment should be no longer than 1 page. The headings are motor, sensory, physical, rest, sleep, and skills. ADLs, IDLs, education and work skills. Cognitive language skills. Play, leisure, social participation, and personality. I would like them bolded and labeled and underlined. This format makes it easy for a person to read your report. In looking at the grading rubric, the first thing, which is worth 30 points out of 100, is I only want 1 page, not 2. I want it single-spaced, Arial 12 or 14. I prefer that you use in terms of the font size. Your observation should be about 1 child only. You may have observed more than 1 child, but all of your written work should address only 1 child. The information should be accurate and complete. So use your observation skills. Say exactly what you saw the child do. Do not interpret their behavior. Do not say how they felt or what they thought, because you can only see and hear what they actually did. For the next section, report writing, that's also 30 points out of 100. And you want to make sure that it tells a story, that you're addressing the appropriate developmental milestones. You can go back to your copies of what the students presented in class under the discussion board. What are the milestones that you would expect for a child in this age under each category? So compare your interview information that you wrote down to that and make the sentences flow. There should be at least 4 sentences under each heading. That's what I'm looking for in terms of report writing. And then for normal development, that's 10 points. All the terms should be measurable and observable and specific, and they should comment on the child's progress according to normal developmental milestones. Do not say what the child thought, what the child felt. Do not offer your opinion that the child was kind or fun or happy. You only want to say what you actually observed them doing. Under objective reporting, you want to talk about the child states or the child said. Do not use words like I or us or them or they. And do not attribute something to the child that they did not say personally. So don't say the child knows his ABCs. You can say the child said their ABCs in the correct order and not missing any letters, or you can say the child states that they can say their ABCs, whichever is more accurate. So avoid that judging or interpreting of information. I just want you to report what you saw. Spelling and grammar, I'm looking for no misspellings, no grammatical errors. Use the spell check and grammar function on your computer. Again, don't use I, we, or self in this report. So you're referring to the child but not to yourself in any way. And then ease of reading, Make sure there's not any typographical errors. The headings are all clearly outlined, bolded and underlined, A, B, C, D. And I would prefer single-spaced one page. So those are the guidelines that I'm looking for. You can use this student's example from last year, which I graded 100 as an example. Compare it to the grading rubric. You may want to print these two things out before you start organizing and typing your report.